Hello and welcome to Keter Builds. We're back with another episode of Icarus, and we've been busy off camera a little bit here. I have been gathering supplies and keeping things running, which has allowed me to get 2 levels. And last time I got my talent points, I spent it on maxing up this stamina perk here. I thought that was a good one and well worth it. And at this point now, I'm just looking at some of this other stuff. I would love to get down here into things like longer food duration. So I'm going to go ahead and take a point of this so that I can get down there, hopefully with our last level here. Ideally, I would have loved to get down here on the bottom, got yet another space in the stomach. I didn't even see that down there originally, so some point we'll come back here. And the only tech point I spent here was to unlock the deep freezer here, which I've gone ahead and built already. And man, this thing takes a lot of power, but is it awesome. All of the food that you put in here does not spoil. It has a very limited capacity, but what it's allowed me to do is go ahead and use up all those vegetables that were in the fridge spoiling, or not use them all up, but use a good chunk of them up. And I built a whole bunch of pies here so that whenever we're getting ready to go out on an adventure, I can just grab these and be good to go. And since we just slept, I'm going to go ahead and grab one of each of these to go along with our prime meat bonus. I've got some of these prime meats in my inventory, and that's going to keep us going for quite some time. And just look at all of those stats. It's simply amazing. We're going to have to be doing some base changes here at some point. However, I did want to just talk about the other thing that I did, which is we went ahead and put some upgrades on the rest of our armor. We had the extra space and stomach and food duration here. On the legs, I went ahead and got extra pockets too, so I've got more weight capacity and inventory slots. On the feet, I wasn't really impressed with the feet, so I went ahead and got the jumping, swimming speed, climbing speed, I think is ladders, so not really useful. But I do enough swimming around since we are on an island. On the arms, we got 30% stamina consumed by tool action, so I'm going to be able to mine and chop better, which is awesome, and I'm going to wear out those items a little bit less. And then on the head, I went ahead and got the World of Bosses and critical damage thing. Again, I wasn't really impressed with most of the head things. I don't find the resistances to be overly impactful, but that has uncovered the fact that there's world bosses here on the map, and so we might have to go try one of these out here at some point. I don't know, we've got whatever this thing is. I assume that's a worm, and this is some kind of a scorpion thing. That seems like it's going to be a load of fun here at some point. I've also done a handful of missions, which has been good, and we'll go ahead and just grab... Man, these hunting missions are almost always rabbits, which has been kind of a bummer. Let's see what this one is. It's rabbits again. But those have been a constant source of supplies for us, and we've unlocked a few different things as a result. We're going to get out of this house before the generators drive me crazy. A base upgrade is coming soon. But before we get into that, we've got 2 other things to cover. I did go ahead and tame one of these moas, so I named it Moby. And yeah, we got a little bit hurt on our latest adventure, but this is going to let us run around a lot quicker. And so that's been very nice. If we toss the saddle on here and jump on, you can see its walking speed is pretty good, but its running speed is just awesome. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this. It's going to let us get out and about quite a bit better when we're not trying to do anything that requires a cart. And last but not least, we've got a small improvement here in the garden. We've added a new crop. I got these carrots from one of our little adventures, and so I've been slowly growing these again. And yeah, we're going to have carrots now. I don't know what we're going to use them for just yet, but I'm sure it'll be something awesome. And so I'll just go ahead and reset everything here in the garden that's all grown up, and we'll get going on an adventure here. All right, well, it looks like this time at least the rabbits are right here near us. That's the other talent I picked, was the one that shows the creature health bars when you get near things, and that has made doing these hunting missions just so much easier, except when you don't pay attention at all to what it is and you run right into a crocodile. And so before I was spending a lot of time trying to track down these random rabbits and stuff, and now I can just run right up here and nab them real quick, which has made life so easy. And just like that, we've got this quest complete. Oh, there it is. It's always useful to look around in the sky and see the fire burning down and find this thing. And, you know, a cave worm bowl. Oh, that's interesting. I think at some point I'll be able to make these once we take down the world boss, but for the time being, I'm usually just picking one of these support packages that makes sense for where we're at. You know, actually, I don't need any of these basic materials. Maybe we will just take the cave worm stuff. If I look at it here, it only gave me one of them when it said there were two. Oh, there's the other one. Aha. So cave worm bow is, I don't know, I assume better than a standard bow. And a cave worm javelin is poisoned. Interesting. I don't think I'm really going to use either of those right this minute, so we're going to run them back up to the base and probably grab our mount, and maybe we will go and check in on one of these world bosses. We'll see what that's all about. I know I'm completely ill-prepared for that, but you know what? I think it'll be fun. Alright, so I have picked up a little bit of food. Our mount is not fully healed, but healed enough to get going here. I can always grab a handful of berries, I think, for it. So we're going to go ahead and just get on the move here. My goal is to run back out here to the desert. It's been a minute since we were out there. Check on our solar panels, and then we'll go check in on one of these world bosses and see what that's all about. I'm actually going to grab this corn, I think, just to have some food for the road. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, I've just been super impressed with how fast we can run here. We can squeeze through the cave here, no problems. We could do that with Buffy, but this guy is even easier on navigating through all of this stuff, which has been working really good for us. And it's so weird being on the mount and being able to see everything all lit up as if we weren't even in the cave. Definitely a bug. So I think to start with, we're actually going to go over and hit the other solar panel first here, and then I'll circle back over there to the one on top. It's super easy to get up here these days. And let me just make sure I've got this guy on follow so he doesn't wander off. Oh, not bad. We've got 116 gold. That's pretty good. I haven't tried to go up the stairs with this one. I think we'll go around since I'm all the way over here anyway. And then maybe I'll go down the stairs and try and get back up just to test it. What I should have done is brought a chest with us to store things in this little makeshift base that we've got. I completely forgot about it. Here we are. Let's see, let's see. Oh yeah, we got quite a bit of copper here too. I'm digging it. Well, let me see. This is 13. They're about the same. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 stacks of the gold onto Moby here, and that's going to free us up a little bit as we're moving around and doing stuff here. Let's go see. I should have gone to the mission screen to complete that mission and get it off of my HUD, but I can do this. There's a button for that. Let's go see if I can find one of these so-called world bosses. Ooh, it's right there. I wonder how I activate it. There's probably some trick to it, but I'm gonna just run down to the end of this and probably tell Moby to stay, because I don't want him getting in the middle of this battle. And then we'll go and see if I can figure out how to spawn that world boss. There's so much dangerous stuff out here, though, is what I'm really worried about. Maybe we'll have him keep following us for the time being. I'm going to get the corn out here. We're going to feed him. Hey, come back. Hey! You leave my Moby alone. Okay, stay is probably not the best commander. You're on follow. Okay, let's go, Moby. Supposedly, there's a world boss out here. Let's go see. I'm not seeing a world boss. Although I'm getting some lag, so... Oh, he's there. Whoa, what is that? Yikes. I don't like this. I wish I could see its health. Oh, I got poisoned. That was not part of the plan. Now I'm slow. Run away. I think Moby's probably dead somewhere at this point. Where's it at? Yikes. I am getting wrecked. I should wait until its mouth is open for sure. Alright, let's see it. Oh man. Definitely a little laggy. I'm not used to experiencing anything like that. But man, we just killed the Sandworm boss. That was exciting. Hey, oh, we better take a picture. All right, let's see if we can find Moby here. It looks like he might still actually be up here. I will have to go back and look when I'm editing. I'm curious how many shots that took me. I know I was wasting a lot more shots than I needed to. I could have waited for the crits, but I don't know. I panicked. Honestly, that was cool. I wasn't expecting a giant worm to just pop out of the ground. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was a lot of fun. So I'm sure there's probably something that's gonna do for me. Let's just get your food topped off. Moby's got no health left, so I do think we should probably run Moby back up to the base here before something horrible happens. Man, I feel like I should be able to do something with this sandworm corpse. Maybe we'll hop out here and... I don't know, the axe doesn't seem to be doing much. Let's try the pickaxe. Oh no, Moby! Oh, Moby, I'm so sorry. Well, I guess at least we know how that works. I was curious what happened if they died with a saddle on. So that was a short-lived pet for sure. We'll have to capture another one here at some point. We're going to go ahead and eat all this food because our other buff has worn out here. All right, well, I can't seem to figure out how to do anything with this sandworm. I guess I can always come back and kill another one if we ever need to. So we're going to go ahead and run back in here to the base. We've got the copper and gold from these 2 mining points. So we have accomplished our mission out here. We fought a world boss. We got some upgrades. Let's head back to the base and see what else we can do. All right, we are back up here in the house. I've got all my materials cooking. We're making all kinds of copper things here, so getting that all lined up. And oh, we're finally running low on organic resin now as our limiting factor. I did unlock some lights because I always hate how we're in here all the time and it's dark. And these lights do require 150 power. That seems a bit excessive to me, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And then, wow, that's really not that impressive. I mean, I guess when it's actually dark, that might feel like a bit more light, but right now it doesn't feel like much, so sorry about that, folks. I thought this was going to be quite bright and solve our darkness problems. Let's see, I'm going to put this light somewhere right here in the middle, and let's run some power over here. Oh, it doesn't quite reach. Oh, well. There we go. Oh, that one's actually a lot better. Well, at least we've got one light here that'll work, and we'll keep trucking here. I wish there was a way for me to see how much power draw was on the current network. That would be a nice addition at some point. All right, it's starting to get a little dark out, and so I've turned this light back on again. It's not overly impressive. It does kind of light up the shop area out here, just not the benches underneath it. So it's kind of an interesting slash awkward light. This overhead light, though, I like this. This is working quite well. So maybe we'll just end up using more of the overheads and less of the wall-mounted lights here. Yeah, I don't know. So let's go ahead and rest for the night real quick here so we can get the daylight back. And I think we're going to do a little bit of a base expansion here. We've been wanting to get into this for quite some time. I don't know why I'm actually turning these off because I'm pretty sure they're going to draw power from the network no matter if they're on or off. I did end up getting for a mission reward one of these iron cupboards, so we're going to start putting some of our equipment and stuff over there. I think all of the leftover that we've got, and that'll free us up to hopefully start having a more organized base here if I can get rid of a few of these littler chests that are spread all over the place. I mean, this thing's just got a ton of slots in it, and we'll keep putting the wood in that one for now. Let's see. I was building up some materials here if I can find them. I've got some stone frames, walls, etc. Ooh, we are gonna be way overweight here if I take all of that. Let's put the roofs back, these pieces, and maybe the stone floors to start with. All right, that's a little bit better. Now, if I come out here, I need to figure out how to get snapped back to the appropriate grid. We want to be building everything that we're doing on grid, which looks like I am automatically snapped back to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this framework here to meet up with the garden. I wanted to square this off, but that gate is in kind of an awkward spot for us. I'm really hoping this sun comes up here soon. And I've done a little bit of research on how the building stuff works, and putting down foundations is going to give us a much stronger support. They're always blue underneath like this, and blue is the strongest. And so we're going to go ahead and I think fill out the area underneath the base with foundations just to make sure everything's nice and sturdy. I mean, we could obviously connect these across with floors without anything underneath them, and they should be sturdy. But then if I try to, you know, build a pillar up to support a second floor or something like that, things could get a little bit dicey at some point. And so I think this is going to be an appropriate spot to bring the base out to. And man, I can't believe it's still so dark at this hour. Let me grab my lantern. We were fueling it back up. There we go. So much better. So yeah, my plan is just to move this out. So let's go ahead and see at some point here, when all these crops are done, I'm going to pick up, I think, the garden, and we're going to move the greenhouse to the second floor here. I tossed a ladder up here, and I think what we're going to do is build a stair up here somewhere and put the greenhouse across the back portion of the house here, where the sun comes right up over the mountains. This is the first bit of the base that catches the sun, and so I think this is going to be the best spot for a garden, which means at some point here we probably need to move the fireplace. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the chimney cap while I'm up here, and we'll come down in here. I'm going to grab the fireplace. We'll take all of that for a moment. I'm going to put all the charcoal right back into this furnace so I'm not carrying it around. And you know what, while we're doing all this building and I'm not sure where I want certain components to be, I'm going to put this wood chest right back down here, and this is where I'm going to temporarily hold the stuff that's a building in progress. Now, I had built some additional glass wall components here, knowing that I wanted to get up here and do a greenhouse at some point. So let's see if I can at least get started here with some of the glass walls and figure out where I think this should go. Now, I've got the foundation to there. I think I'm going to bring a foundation all the way to the back on that side, and we'll even things out. We'll make the house probably one wider here. That'll give me a walkway along there, maybe, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll also make this an odd number so that I have a perfect middle. So this is going to end up being the middle once I add one more over here. So we'll do something like that. And this will also allow me to reroute some of our generators and power and all that good stuff. So I think the plan is going to be to create like a little generator room right over here in the corner, and then that way hopefully it'll be away from the main base here. And we seem to be short on epoxy more than anything at this stage, so we're gonna have to go get ourselves a little bit of that at some point here soon. But before that, I think what I'll do is start figuring out how I want to lay out the walls here. I do like having some windows in some places. I know we didn't put any in the workshop here at the moment, but we had some on the house before that, and I think they worked out pretty well. And so I'm thinking maybe right here is going to be a window. Maybe I can do a double window. I've never done one of those before. So if I do something like that, and something like that, I'll be able to look out here and see the gate, see into the yard here, and make sure that the animals are doing okay. And then I'll probably do another one of those right over here once we get a chance to put down some more foundations. In fact, maybe I'll just grab a foundation from somewhere else to help us out here. I'll grab that one. Just making sure we're on the same system here. And that'll be like that. And then once we can tear down this house, this glass house, the greenhouse, my gosh, we'll be good to go. Looks like we've got a storm coming in though. So I'm gonna just switch gears here. I'm gonna put up some more walls while we're here. There's not a whole lot of sense in having windows when all I've got is a wall literally right there. So we're gonna go ahead and just wall that part off. And we're gonna take shelter inside until this storm passes. So I was coming out here to check on the crops and I noticed this. I don't know what's going on there. I think that's where my smelter is, maybe? Let's get the hammer out. Am I doing damage to this wall? Ever so slightly, but I don't think that's anything different than the weather. Quite interesting that it's causing this giant burn pattern on the back of the wall here. I don't know. I assume that's just the smelter. I've moved a few of the crop plots up top now because their crops were ready. We're just gonna continue growing these out here. I guess I could start tearing down the walls and stuff here. The garden plots are perfectly capable of running in the normal sunlight. Man, that glass breaking sound is terrifying. Alright, I've got all of the glass picked up here now. I don't know what these random pieces are. Oh, there we go. They're gonna go away ever so slowly on their own here. We'll grab these pieces, and I've got one more foundation now, which is kind of what I was looking for. I guess I'm still waiting to get this wall off so I can nab this one back here. I've gone ahead and roofed this part off just to get us started. And yeah, we're waiting on those crops, but I've now got the rest of our glass pieces. I'm kind of curious to see how big of a greenhouse I'm going to be able to make up here. I've got 8 more walls, so the thought was to extend this and do the whole width of this in a pattern. Now, which way did I put these up though? You know what? We're gonna yank these back down real quick and make sure I've got them all facing outwards. Ah, that's where I needed that platform. I'm gonna just grab a couple of these real quick so that I can circle around back here. Oh man, that's gonna cause me grief if I do that. Oh, I'll still be able to see those 2 pucks. As long as I can see the pucks, I can undo the terrain. And then let's see here, I need a, we'll just call it a wall for now. Something like that. Oh, that fence just clips through. That's all right, we'll fix that in a minute. And then let's get us one of these. Something like that should do us pretty well. Now let me run around to the front here and see if we can get back up here and finish out the glass wall. Something like that is what we want across the back there. And then I think if I can bring these in like so. I'm gonna finish off the roof parts here. We'll be able to come back and reinforce all of this at a later point in time. There's a lot of going back and forth right now. Our ladder's on the wrong side of the wall for all the work we're doing right now, apparently. Get this glass wall up here. I think that's the plan. So let me get a couple of these pieces now. And I can put that there, and then I need an angled left like so. And then I'm gonna get the roof pieces. Like this. Curious how this is doing. So now we're at our 50% for these because I've got glass on the side and the roof. And I think the hope was to continue. Uh-oh. Hang on. Why did that, why was that making a, like, a breaking noise? That's green, that's yellow. If I put this here, that's orange. Okay, I'm gonna take that back down. Why is that orange? Oh, that's orange because I don't have anything below this yet. Got it, got it. So back down we go. We're gonna put some stone beams here in the corners. I think that should give it some stability. If I bring this up like this, and then, you know, I think I could probably move this wall fortification as long as I'm here right now. And that's a foundation, but I'm going to put one on the outside just for aesthetics to bring that up like that. Perfect. And now I've got green here, here, and here. If I do that, I've got green pieces everywhere here now. I'm liking that a lot better. Good deal. And then let me go ahead and just, I gotta leave that spot open. I gotta leave these spots open until we can reroute our plumbing and electrical work. That's why they're open right now. So let's put a temporary pillar in right here, I think. Something like that ought to provide some stability in the meantime. Because what I would like to do is go ahead and add these angled pieces up above like so. Is that green? That is sort of kind of green. And then the hope is that I can put this up here, but I don't have another piece handy. So what's going to happen is we're going to have, I believe, a doorway going into this. Now, I did make this wider so that I could have an odd number, but now that I'm looking at it, maybe I should have made this an even number. Oh, I do have one whole thing over here, so if that would have been an odd middle, and I'm going to add one to the left, this is going to go here. I'm going to add a double door for the first time, so stone wall right, and a stone wall left, something like this. Those are both green, perfect. And if I just finish this wall out, like I said, we're gonna add one over here. We'll redo all this. I'm gonna need some more glass, but this will come out into our greenhouse area here and look just amazing. I think this is gonna work out really well. Let me go ahead and put this up here. Don't hear any breaking noises. I think it's going to be okay. Let me grab the hammer out here real quick. I think the hammer, nope, hammer doesn't show me how strong it is. I'm just going to get a piece of floor out instead and just double check everything's kind of looking green. All right, good enough. I'm happy it's not going to fall over while we're finishing this stuff off. So I need a bunch more roofs. I need to be able to move this out one more whole spot, which I could actually do right now. Let me find this. Oh, I'm gonna have to move my water reservoir. I don't really want to lose out on all my water, but it can't be helped, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. Boop, boop, ba-doop. And let's put down a frame here. I'm going to do the stone beam up and down just from an aesthetics perspective. And then let's see here. Floors like so. And then let's see. Glass walls like this. Well, we've got it laid out. We need a lot more pieces here to finish this all out. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that there. Can I use glass doors in our double door here? This might be an interesting setup. If we put that right there. Oh, that's gonna look really nice. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. Might as well pick up all of these garden plots while we're here. Quite honestly, I should probably do some upgraded garden plots as long as we're building out this awesome garden, but we don't have the materials right now, so I'm going to need to do a lot more material gathering here again off camera. Apparently, with wanting to build some glass buildings here, the thing that we are missing is lots of silicone. So I know I came across a silicon deposit somewhere at one point, and I was like, oh, we don't need a silicon deposit. And now I think we do. So I'm going to bust all of this down, bust these down. We are going to widen this out one more, so the stone frames are going to come this way. Like this. That's looking good. And then if I just put the walls in here, this is going to be a double window like the other side. And then, I don't know, should we just do, well, we need some wall space. We'll do wall space here. Oh, we're out of all of that again. All right, we're running out of like everything here. So let's go ahead and run this up. We'll get our garden plots back down on the ground so that I can get this stuff out of my inventory. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. You'll notice one of these has this alteration, 10% planted growth speed. This is something that I actually unlocked as a perk, and then I built a couple of additional boxes. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that. I'm going to go ahead and put the squash in that one, I think. We're going to put all of our corn down here on the end. I do want to get into having my 3 corn plots still. The goal is to get to a point where we're making plenty of this and I can feed the animals with that. Let's see, I've got the carrots, mushrooms, soy. Let's get a plot of pumpkins and a plot of watermelons. I don't need multiples of these at this point. I think I just need one more of the corn. That's what I'd really like. I like that it stacks up to 100. That's going to work really well with the animals, I think. And so I'll just take the rest of these veggies right down here into the cooler. We'll stack up as many as I can. Looks like I can't do pumpkins. Yeah, we're just out of space in this freezer already. It is generating ice, though, so that was the, I guess, one way I can get my water tank refilled here. And let's just run out here and make sure Buffy's not starving. Oh, he is. Well, it's a good thing I brought you some food, sir. Okay, we have now, I think, properly expanded our base to the width that we want. We are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms wide. Perfect. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 platforms long. It's a shame I couldn't have gone 12, isn't it? I guess we could actually go one more back. Yeah, we can do a whole platform level back here. We'll get 12. Oh, but I'm going to have to redo all my glass. All right, folks. Well, it's clear that I don't have the resources I need to finish this little project. Hopefully it hasn't dragged on too much here. I've been stumbling my way through this. I don't usually do as much winging it when it comes to construction projects on episode. I should spend a little bit of time and plan this out probably before we get back to it. So my plan for next episode, I'm going to gather a bunch of resources off camera. We'll finish doing this build. I'll have it kind of planned out a little bit better here. And then we'll finally be able to reorganize our workshop area here and really have some more room, move some things around. It should be a much nicer build when we're all said and done with it. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. It was an exciting one. Got lots done. Killed a world boss. Got lots of resources. So we'll be back on next episode to keep moving forward. That's all for today. Keter out.